we go. Very good morning, buyers, and welcome to the auction here at 34 Bossington Street in Oakleigh South. By way of introduction, my name is Robert Chincotta. I'll be your auctioneer here today, and thank you for coming out. And obviously, with the current climate of what's happening at the moment, I just want you to practice one thing. I don't want you to practice social distancing, just physical distancing. That's the difference, buyers, here today, because obviously in saying that, we've all got everything that's going on at the moment, but we're here to do business. We're here to carry on and focus on the objective, and that's to buy a home here today, and we wish you all the best with your bidding. The process I'll be following is quite simple. I'll draw your attention to the contract of sale, the rules of conduct they'll be conducting today's business by. I'll go back through the property in terms of what we feel are the features and benefits of this amazing opportunity that waits one lucky buyer here today. Then the exciting part of the auction, where you get to determine price, obviously, with your bids and offers subject to the vendor's reserve price. The particulars of sale legally describe the property in volume 5134, folio 185. It's a lot of numbers. It doesn't mean much to me, but simply to the titles office, being 34 Bossington Street in Oakleigh South. Chattels. What remains with the property? Any fixed floor coverings, light fittings, or window furnishings of a permanent nature will remain with the property as per the contract of sale. The vendor statement, or commonly known as the Section 32, indicates we're on 654 square metres of prime Oakleigh South, Bossington Street real estate, and obviously the beautiful home facing north as well. All services are connected or available for your connection here, and outgoings are as follows. Cancel rates $1,753.35. We do have a water rates charge of $230.07, usage on top of that, of course, and we are in a general residential zone, Schedule 3. The price, well, that will be shortly determined by your bids and offers that are acceptable by our vendors, and we are calling for a 10% deposit and the balance in 60 to 120 days. So 10% deposit, balance 60 to 120 days, buyers. That's the contract of sale. It's been on display for the last half an hour, also available for collection from our office over the past few weeks. So I'll take it as all, obviously your question's been answered. However, in saying that, buyers, if you do have any last minute queries, please call upon Lee, George or Bella. They'd be more than happy to make sure that your queries or requests are attended to in a timely manner and allow you to participate here at the auction. By law, I must advise you, the auction will be conducted in accordance with any rules or additional conditions that were made available prior to the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I'll use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor is simply vendor bid, and by law, I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Just want to pause on that point. I prefer not to place any vendor bids. Quite frankly, I don't like using them. However, I will use them reluctantly if you decide not to bid. If we pass in on a vendor's bid, where anyone's to negotiate with, and what will happen is that we'll bounce buyer off buyer without disclosing your offers between buyers until we get the sale price that the vendor approves. If you want control here today, if you want to make sure that you're in the box seat, and what we do know is when a vendor's most negotiable, it is auction day. So today being the most negotiable time of the vendor, there are two opportunities to do that. The first opportunity is if we pass the property in and you are the highest bidder, you get first right to hear that reserve price. You're probably thinking, what's the benefit? We walk inside, we disclose that reserve price, and you get an exclusive opportunity to pay the price. Very simple. The second opportunity is once we're on the market to be sold, I'll simply use those words, we're on the market. That means we've given the green light to sell to the highest bidder. I'll call it 3 times. I'll give everyone fair and reasonable opportunity. It may seem that I'm dragging things out. It's not my intention to frustrate you or to annoy you. It's merely to explore best outcome for our vendor, but also you as the buyer as well. I'll call it 3 times. Second, and on the third call, the contract hits my hand like so. No late bids will be accepted, and the winning bidder will be signing contracts. So if you come up after the auction, say, look, in hindsight, can I pay a little bit more? By law, we cannot speak to you or treat with that conversation. However, we run a very friendly auction process. We're here to assist you and guide you and ensure that you are obviously comfortable every step of the way, even though it can be an overwhelming experience. So we've got plenty of staff members within the crowd to ensure that if you need any help along the way, just put up your hand or call one of them over. They'd be more than happy to assist you. Over the past 4 weeks, a number of you have commented on this beautiful Californian bungalow home, and as we do know, the vendor has owned the property for just over 18 years. And when I asked the vendor, what's the reason why you bought this home, he merely said, because of the fact that I love Californian bungalows, but more importantly, I could add my own personal touch. When he was going through the market, he was looking at properties and they weren't to his liking. The renovations weren't to his liking, but he added his own personal touch, and he wanted to add something that was obviously modern, but more importantly kept within the theme of the property. And I believe the vendor has hit the mark here today. You see the property picture perfect in every way. You've got a number of obviously car spaces, and obviously you've got the tandem garage there. In saying that, buyers, it is a picture perfect home on 654 square metres. You walk inside, beautiful polished floorboards, modern throughout. You've got the beautiful timbers as well. You've got 3 bedrooms internally in that obviously bungalow area as well. It could be a 4th teenage retreat, or you know, it could be a timeout for anyone there. But in saying that, the home itself is beautiful open plan living, and I believe he's used the space exceptionally with European style laundry there as well. Good entertainer style kitchen, with obviously the living area and the dining area there as well. And that backyard is absolutely sensational. Have a think about that backyard. If you've got a couple of young kids, they can play very safely in the privacy there, but also you may want to think about putting a pool in the future, a little lap pool, whatever it is. You've definitely got the space there to do it. So I believe the home still offers the opportunity and the options for you to enhance there as well. Location speaks for itself, close to schools, shops, transportation, the links, just a short drive away. You've also got Oakleigh Central, Chadstone Shopping Centre, in terms of Monash Freeway as well, to the inner or outer southeastern suburbs. Whatever it may be, wherever you commute on a day-to-day basis or wherever you need to go, this is one of the most central points of Oakleigh South. So you know what, I commend your attendance here for considering the home. In terms of the market, what we do know about the market, there are 2 types of buyers within the market. There's the buyer that buys and waits for their property to appreciate, and then there's the buyer that's always waiting for the perfect time and never buys. Yes, with everything that's going on in the market at the moment, I do believe that you should get on with business, because with the interest rates being reduced, with obviously the banks passing on most of that as well, you need to buy, because there's going to be a lot of competition in the next few months. I wish you all the best with your bidding. There can only be one buyer here today. That's enough from me, buyers. Over to you. Where can I see a fair and sensible start here for 34 Bossington Street? Who'd like to start? Part of the auction that we do require audience participation. Monopoly money, unfortunately, is not a valid currency. But good try. Who'd like to start? 950, thank you. At 950,000, I'll take a rise of 50 from there. At 950,000, front and centre. At 950 the bid now, let's make it $1 million. At 950,000, a good, fantastic start. At 950,000, buyers, think about the opportunity, think about the home, think about the way it's been renovated. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. At 950,000, the bid now, looking for $1 million on the rise. At 950,000, could be a quick auction, you never know. At 950,000, I'll call it 3 times. First time at 950,000. Second time at 950,000.
1 mil.
1 million. At $1 million even.
You take 10.
I'll take 25. I can't be fairer than that.
Yep.
975 here. Make it $1 million if you like it. 75 the bid, $1 million to go back on top. At 975. Not at this point, taking 25s at this point, make it $1 million. At 975,000, $1 million, thank you, great decision. With our opening bidder, had $1 million even the bid, now 25, keep it in 25s at this point. Had $1 million even the bid, now 25, what do you say? Had $1 million even now, looking for an offer at 25, just a gentle rise. Think about the opportunity, think about what properties are selling for. I can tell you there's been a couple of townhouse sales around that $1,060,000 mark. At $1 million even, you're buying a full property. At $1 million even now, 25 to get back on top. At $1 million even now, call it 3 times. First time at $1 million even, you're short. Second time at $1 million even. Third, final time, Lee, at $1 million even, all done, silent, finish. $1,025,000 will get you back. Not at this point. At $1 million even, make it 25. At $1 million even the bid. At $1 million even the bid, 25 to get you back on top. Can't be any fairer than that. Think about what the sales have been doing in the area. At $1 million even the bid, I'm looking for 25. At $1 million even the bid, now 25 to get you on top. At $1 million even the bid, buyers, think about the opportunity. At $1 million even the bid, think about the 654 square metres of prime Oakleigh South blue chip real estate. At $1 million even the bid. At $1 million even the bid, now looking for 25, I'll call it 3 times. First time at $1 million even, you're short. Second time at $1 million even. Third, final time at $1 million even. 25, great decision, $1,025,000. At 25, make it 50 if you like. At $1 million. $1,050,000 here. At $1,050,000 the bid, now 75 to get you back on top. At $1,050,000 the bid. At $1,050,000 the bid, now 25, what do you say? At $1,050,000 the bid, now 25 to get you on top. At $1,050,000 the bid, will make it, I'll take your 10 now. $1,050,000, 60 straight back if you like, we'll keep it in 10s. At 60 now, make it 70. At 70 here, at $1,070,000 the bid, now 80 if you like. At $1,070,000 the bid, now 80 to get you back on top. At $1,070,000 the bid now. At $1,070,000 the bid, now 80, or make it 1.1, I don't mind. At $1,070,000 the bid. At $1,070,000 the bid, now 80, what do you say? At $1,070,000 the bid, now call it 3 times. First time at $1,070,000 short. Second time at $1,070,000. 80 here, great decision. At $1,080,000. At $1,080,000 the bid, now you know it's a fantastic property. At $1,080,000 the bid. At $1,080,000, or make it 1.1, what do you say? Sort it out. At $1,080,000 the bid. At $1,080,000 the bid, now think about the opportunity, think about what's been happening in the market. March saw a 1.2% increase in prices in Melbourne. The last 3 months saw 3.8% in the last quarter of 2019. 1.1, great decision. Or 90, okay, $1,090,000. At $1,090,000 the bid.
Take 5.
Not at this point, at $1,090,000. At $1,090,000 the bid, now 1.1 to get you back on top. At $1,090,000 the bid. At $1,090,000 the bid, now not here to work against you, here to work with you, here to help you. At $1,090,000 the bid. At $1,090,000 the bid, now call it 3 times. First time at $1,090,000 you're short. Second time at $1,090,000. 1.1. At $1,001,000 even. At 1.1 now the bid. At $1,100,000 even now the bid now. At $1,100,000 looking for 10. At $1,100,000 the bid. 2 of you in at this point. I know there's a third out there. At $1,100,000 the bid. At At $1,110,000, 20 to get you back on top. At $1,110,000. Think about this great opportunity, beautiful period home. At $1,110,000 is the bid. At $1,110,000 the bid, now 20 I'm looking for. At $1,110,000, fairly bid and offered. At $1,110,000 the bid, now 20, what do you say? At $1,110,000 now the bid, now make it 20. It's a great opportunity, great home. Like I was saying earlier, 2019 saw a 3.8% increase in sale prices, 1.2% in March, and it's going to be a lot more aggressive. At $1,110,000 the bid. At $1,110,000 the bid, now 20 to get you on top. At $1,110,000 the bid, now lock in today's price and watch it grow. At $1,110,000. At $1,110,000 now, call it 3 times. I'll take your 5, $1,115,000, 20 to get you back on top. At $1,115,000 the bid. Offer you the same opportunity at $1,115,000. At $1,115,000. 1,100,000. Yep. 1,120,000. At $1,120,000 the bid now. 25 if you like. At 1,120,000 is the bid. At 1,120,000 the bid now. 25. What do you say? At 1,120,000 the bid. At 1,120,000 the bid. 25 to get you on top. At 1,120,000 the bid. At 1,120,000 to my left. At 1,120,000 I'll call it 3 times. First time at 1,120,000. Second time at 1,120,000. 1,000. Unfortunately not at this point. At 1,120,000 you know it's definitely worth 5,000 more. You're not spending money here, you're investing. It's real estate. The market traditionally doubles every 7 to 10 years. So think about what that extra $5,000 could do for your purchase here today. There we go. He just wanted to shut me up. At 1,125,000 the bid. At 25 the bid, 30, it will get you back on top at 1,125,000. At 25 the bid now. At 1,125,000 the bid now. 30, what do you say? At 1,125,000 the bid. At 1,125,000 the bid. 1,130,000. At 1,130,000 is the bid. At 1,130,000 the bid to my opening bidder. At 1,130,000 the bid. 35 will get you back in the game. At 1,130,000 the bid. At 1,130,000 the bid now. Another 5 to get you on top. At 1,130,000 the bid. At 1,130,000 I'll call it 3 times. Has some at 1,130,000. Make it 2.5. At 2.5 here. 1,132.5. At 1,132.5 now. 35 will get you back in. At 1,132.5 here. At 1,132.5 the bid. At 1,132.5 the bid now. 35 will get you back in. At 1,132.5. Think about the opportunity. Think about, can you afford to miss out on this property? Obviously not. At 1,132.5. At 1,133, don't mind. At 1,133, we'll go plank by plank on that weatherboard if we have to. At 1,133. At 1,133 the bid, 34 if you like. At 1,133 the bid. At 1,130 and a half. At a half now. 1,133.5. At 1,133.5 now. At 1,133.5. 34 if you like. At 1,133.5. At 1,133.5. Think about it. If you walk away, where to from here? More open for inspections, possibly paying an extra 2 to 5% more on your purchase. At 1,134 here. At 1,134. At 1,134 is the bid. 1,134 is the bid. 35 if you like. At 1,134, maybe jump it up to 1,000 and a half. 1,134.5. At 1,134.5 here against you. At 1,134.5 is the bid. 35 here, good confident bidding by Anna. At 1,135. At 1,135 the bid now. 6 if you like. At 1,135 the bid. At 1,135 the bid with our opening bidder. At 1,135 I'll call it 3 times. First time at 1,135. Second time at 1,135 and a half. And a half here. 1,135.5. I know these are the frustrating bids, but they purchase real estate at 1,135.5. At 1,135.5 now. Another 500 to get you back in. At 1,135.5. At 1,135.5 here. At 1,135.5. I'll call it 3 times. There's some at 1,135. 6 here. 1,136. At 1,136.5. At 1,136.5. At 1,136. What I suggested, put out a knockout bid. It could sort it out. At 1,136.5 is the bid. 7 if you like. At 1,136.5 the bid. 2 of you in it. At 1,136.5. I'll call it 3 times. First time at 1,136.5. Second time at 1,136.5. Third, final time at 1,136.5. We're all done, silent and finished at 1,136.5. Think about the opportunity. I won't be placing any vendor bids, I can assure you of that. The highest bidder will get first right to hear that preserve price, a very powerful position at 1,136.5 is the bid. If you're looking at it, I wouldn't be arguing over the 500. I'd be thinking, what could it be in 7 to 10 years' time? At 1,136.5. Great opportunity. Not to be missed at 1,136,500, 654 square metres, north facing property at 1,136,500 is the bid. It is a great home. That's why you're here. That's why you're competing. How can we... and a half here, great decision at 1,137,000. At 1,137 is the bid. At 1,137 the bid and a half. 1,137,500 here. 37.5 the bid. At 1,137,500, make it 8. At 1,137,500 the bid. Excuse me. At 1,137,500. At 1,137,500, I'll call it 3 times. This time at 1,137,500. Second time at 1,137,500. Third, final time at 1,137,500. We're all done. It's silent and finished. Are we sure? Absolutely out. At 1,137,500. An opportunity not to be missed. Think about what real estate's been doing in Oakleigh South. Has been one of the most aggressive capital growth suburbs in the city of Monash. Why is that? The central location, the close proximity to schools, shops, transportation. At 1,137,500 is the bid. Another 500 to get you back in. At 1,137,500 the bid. I'll call it 3 times. Need to know, Lee. At 1,137,500. I'm going to call it 3 times. This time at 1,137,500. Second time at 1,137,500. Third, final time at $1,137,500. Are we done? Silent and finished at 1,137,500. 1,140, good bid. At 1,140. At 1,140 is the bid. At 1,140 the bid. Back in the game now. At 1,140 the bid now. Excuse me, at 1,140. At 1,140, what was that?
500.
And a half. 1,140 and a half. 40 and a half the bid now. At 1,140 the bid and a half. At 1,140 and a half the bid now. At 1,140 and a half the bid. A moment to think. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. At 1,140, $500. I won't be placing any vendor bids. Get first right to hear that reserve price. Very realistic in my opinion. At 1,140,500. I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at 1,140 and a half. Second time at $1,140,500. For the third and final time at $1,140,500. Well, guys, we're going to put the auction on pause and seek some quick instructions. Thank you. Thank you, buyers, for your patience. As you can appreciate, any vendor selling a property is a difficult decision. We're setting a reserve price. They have reduced their expectations here. We're not authorised to put the property on the market just yet, but we are exceptionally close at $1,140,500. I'll reopen the bidding and I'll take $1,000 or more from here at $1,140,500. At $1,140,500 the bid. Think about the opportunity, buyers. The moment of truth. Our vendors are absolutely realistic here today. They want to see a sold sticker on the board. If you do want that right to hear that reserve price, you must put up your hand. And I can assure you it is exceptionally realistic at $1,140,500. Guys, think about the opportunity at $1,140,500 now. At $1,140,500 is the bid. At $1,140,500 the bid. Another bid will get you back in the game. At $1,140,500, buys, think about it. At $1,140,500 now. I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,140,500. Second time at $1,140,500. Third, final time at $1,140,500. I can assure you it is exceptionally realistic. Listen to Lee. At $1,140,500. Think about the opportunity. Now's not the time, and now's the time to put up your hand, because you will be controlling the auction at $1,140,500. Can assure you it is exceptionally realistic at $1,140,500. You're pretty much there at $1,140,500. I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,140,500. $1,141,000. At 41 the bid now. At $1,141,000 is the bid. At $1,141,000 the bid here. At $1,141,000 the bid now. At $1,141,000 the bid. Lee, get instructions. And a half here, $1,141,500. We are close. We're just going to get final instructions at $1,141,000 on the market to be sold. We are selling, no better bid at $1,141,500. At $1,141,500 the bid now. Another 5. We'll get you back on top. We are selling, sir. There is absolute. We got the green light at $1,141,500 is the bid. At $1,141,500, we're selling, no better bid. At $1,141,500. At $1,141,500, we are selling. At $1,141,500, we are on the market to be sold. If there's no further bidding, they will be buying the property at $1,141,500 the bid. At $1,141,500, you sure? At $1,141,500, absolutely positive. Think about the opportunity for $500. How can you value real estate within $500? At $1,141,500 the bid. At $1,141,500, I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,141,500. On the market to be sold. Second time at $1,141,500. Third, final time at $1,141,500. We're on the market to be sold. I'm going to be selling it to this family here. I can't be any clearer than that. We are on the market. I just need to absolutely make sure, buyers, thank you for your patience. At $1,141,500, we are selling, no better bid. At $1,141,500, I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,141,500. Second time at $1,141,500. Just going to throw a thought out there, $250 will buy you a property, most likely. Who knows? At the end of the day, got the green light, here to sell at $1,141,500. Think about the extra $250 and what it could mean. At $1,141,500, I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,141,500. Second time at $1,141,500, you sure? Third, final time at $1,141,500. Are we done? Silent, finished. Just got to get final confirmation that you're out. Up. Are you out? You out? Absolutely positive. I'm going to knock the property down. No late bids will be accepted. At $1,141,500, I'm going to call it 3 times. First time at $1,141,500. Second time at $1,141,500. Third, final time At 1,141,500. Absolutely sure, sir? Positive, thank you very much. Her second, third, and final time at 1,141,500. The property is going. Going. It's sold. Congratulations to our purchaser here today, and thank you to all our buyers on behalf of Raywhite Oakleigh.